right. No! How dare you! How dare you!
Let's figure out which biscuit we're gonna take home tonight. Welcome to your dream vacation. Before we get started, what should we call you? Do you wanna go with Twerk? Or maybe 𝕮𝖃 or Grayson? One of your D&D character names.
We can do Tug. We can do Tug.
Can you like roleplay? Are you gonna roleplay him? Should I put 𝕮𝖃 or 𝕮𝖃?
Let's do Tugnut. I feel like Tugnut's more fitting for this dating sim.
You wake up on the beach, soaking wet. Salt water stinging the inside of your throat as if you'd nearly drowned. Water falls from your mouth as you open it to gasp for air. You have no memory of how you got here. In fact, you can only remember your name, but not where you came from, or a single fact about your life. What you do know is that despite the outrageous beauty of the landscape around you, you feel incredibly sick to your stomach. Wow, really went down the wrong pipe, huh? You need a minute? Or can I go on? Because I can give you a minute. We've got plenty of time, endless time, really.
An eternity, if you catch my drift.
Whoa, not now, Ocean. Sorry, Tugnut. May I continue?
Please go on.
Okay then. As I was saying, you look down at your feet, ankle deep in the crystal blue water of a newly arrived wave. As the water recedes back into the ocean, it reveals a grotesque discovery.
Oh, okay, all right.
A decomposing face stares up at you from beneath the sand. All you can do is vomit a stream of dark bile, bugs, worms, and other ick. Questions race through your mind. Where are you? How did you get here? Who is behind this incredibly charming and well-spoken voice in your head? However, answers don't come easy. Your mind is completely blank. What will you do?
Oh, I'm trying to think of this through Tug's perspective.
Beautiful.
Not necessarily mine, so it's like, he's gonna be like, what the fuck? I'm out of here.
No, this shit, I'm out. I'm gonna run. You turn away from this wretched sight and begin to run, but the beach, it's endless. Despite how far you run, you get nowhere. Exhausted, you stop and look behind you. Your footsteps are raced by the soft blue waves. You turn inland. Considering your lack of options, you've got no choice but to walk into the brush. However, the beauty of the beach is not shared by the darkness of the palmy woods before you. There's nothing inviting about that shadowy forest. Terror freezes you in your steps.
Why are you trying to run away? This is paradise. You're here to enjoy yourself, don't you know? Have a little bit of fun. Take charge of your own experience.
Well, that sure is weird. That voice again. Do oceans normally talk? Your memory isn't right, but you're pretty sure you remember learning as a child that oceans do not speak directly to people in spooky terms. Your mind doesn't have a chance to linger any longer on your current situation as you feel something soft bump into your foot. When you look down, you find a volleyball sitting in the sand there next to you. You stare down, frozen. A voice calls out from behind you. Little help, please. You turn around and when you see what's waiting for you, your jaw just about hits the ground. Look at those biceps.
Wow.
Wow. I like that set.
I do too.
Four gorgeous monsters stand halfway between you and a well-tended volleyball court. Each one of them oozes with undead energy, a magical aura reaching out and penetrating you via your eyes.
Only my eyes?
No, go for it, go for it.
You merely adopted the trap, but I was born in it, molded by it.
Yeah, this pose for Huntress is really doing it for me, I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, yeah.
So many competing feelings rush through your mind at once that you are completely paralyzed.
Hello.
There are weird days, and then there's this. All you can do is look down at the ball and back up at these monstrous lineup of, well, literal monsters. Sexy-ass monsters, though.
Yeah.
What do you do?
We'll toss it back.
You bend down to grab the ball. It's warm from sitting in the sand on this beautiful day. When you give the ball a toss, it arcs beautifully through the air and lands right in the Huntress's hands. Not bad, stranger. Huntress's muscles ripple as she grips it in her hand. You look up and down and consider what it might be like to be held tightly in those strong arms. Warm, perhaps. Maybe a little sweaty, but that's okay. It's natural. They're speaking directly to you, but you still can't bring yourself to reply. You're entranced. When you snap out of it, you realize that everyone has gone back to the volleyball court. Alone again, you look across the beach at these strange residents who casually bat a volleyball back and forth, happily ignoring your intrusion on their private beach. Should you be frightened, worried, excited? I did refer to them as killers, not to give too much away. But at the same time, damn, they are looking very appealing in their own way, and nobody so much as lifted a blood-soaked finger in your direction.
Don't be scared, Chugnut. You were made for this.
Well, geez, if the spooky ocean voice says not to be scared, I'm sure it's all going to work out. No good reason not to, you decide to head over and see what happens next.
You derailed the game just by showing up, nitwit.
And I guess you're also a nitwit. Look, it's best just to go with what the trapper says when he says it. That's a policy I hold for pretty much anyone who always seems to have fresh blood on their hands.
Hey, don't worry about it. It's all just a game. Existence, that is.
Besides, you seem a lot more interesting than a silly game. What's your deal? What brings you here?
You mean they're here to do more than distract from my total domination?
That was Wraith. That sign means he was done with the game too. Either that or he saw a butterfly or something.
Look, I don't care why the slack-jawed moron is here. I just want to know, can I kill them or not?
You know you can't. At least not yet.
She brought out the axe. She whipped it out.
Oh yeah, not yet.
Hey, Tugnut, you might want to, you know, say something. Actually, never mind. There'll be plenty of time for that soon enough. Right now, this group has some questions for you. But be warned. Answer quickly and answer well. Are you ready to answer quickly?
Yes,
Go.
totally. I
Go.
gotta go with my gut, straight up.
Yes! All right. This is a timed quiz, and it will be very important later. Very important. Or not important in any way whatsoever. Probably that one. I can't remember.
How attractive would you say you are?
Oh, God.
Quick!
Very. I'd say I'm very attractive.
That's what you think very attractive is, compared to this?
Trapper flexes his muscles are so tight you can practically see the blood running through his veins. If you could have any superpower, what would it be? Invisibility, flight, super strength.
Super strength. Super strength.
Okay?
Super strength would be cool. What was your best subject in school? History.
History? Really?
Oh yeah, for me and for Tug, for sure. Nice. It's important to know what came before so that we are not doomed to repeat humanity's mistake. I mean, we will anyways. Still. Damn, okay, I mean, you're not wrong, but fuck.
What's your favorite animal?
Cat. There it is, like, before it even popped up. Definitely a cat. Meow. What? Why is everyone looking at me? You think just because I'm the typical cute goth girl, I have some specific love of all things cats, and more specifically black cats? Well, I do, but you can all go to hell anyway.
What's your favorite color?
Blue.
Oh my gosh.
Blue isn't good for productivity. Makes people want to be lazy.
What's your dream job? God.
Astronaut, nightclub
Feel like-
promoter, not working at all.
Not working at all. I don't care. We get to do what we really want. Why work at all? Takes like her to break free from society's expectations to climb the ladder.
Only she could spend laziness into some kind of grand crusade. These damned millennials.
Okay, boomer.
Trapper is dead to me.
Best flavor of ice cream.
Vanilla chocolate, horseflesh.
Chocolate.
My favorite flavor is pain.
All I know is pain. Same. Mine is vanilla, swirled with pain. I think mint chip is the greatest flavor I ever conceived myself, but enough about ice cream. Am I right? Hold on a second, this reminds me. I am right, always. It's a lesson you should learn before we go too much further. Do what I say if you want to survive. Pick mint chip. Wow, the typecasting.
Absolutely not. I hate the keep mint away from dessert.
No,
Please and thanks.
I will disagree with you there.
We're
just-
teaching lessons now, narrator. You rascal. Kill or be killed is the rule on this island, even for faceless voices.
Tell me, what's the best flavor of ice cream?
Chocolate. No! How dare you! How dare you!
You were vetoed. You were vetoed.
So obedient.
I think you're gonna do just fine. Anywho, now that they know so much about you, I'm sure the group wants to start getting to know them.
I'm Trapper. I pretty much run things around here. I'm the smartest, richest, strongest person on this whole island.
Oh wait, he's rich? Okay, he's not dead to me anymore.
I don't like losers. If you want to know what a loser is, well, say hello to Wraith.
Hey, I'm Wraith. I'm nothing like everyone else. I like nice people and loathe big, dumb idiots.
Hey, what's up? I'm Spirit. I don't like most things.
God, my goth queen.
I don't really hate most things either. It's not worth my time. But the things I do hate, I really hate, you know? Based on my personal observations, life is nothing but suffering, and society is a carefully calculated lie to keep everyone subservient to those in power. It's better to choose to just not take part.
Okay. Jeez, it's like she
Yeah.
was downright murdered by society. She hates it so much. Oh, no, wait. I'm remembering Spirit's story now, and that's almost exactly what happened. Hey, I'm Huntress. Don't let these bombers get you down. There's lots of fun to be had on this island, along with lots of love.
Ayo.
Yeah, there is, if you know what I mean.
Browse, browse. Grow up.
Grow a buddy.
I've explained this 1,000 times. I'm dead, but I'm not a literal ghost. I just create a trail of fog. I'm not made of it.
Whatever, fog body.
That's not nice. He's not nice.
You love it.
Oh my god, you know what I do love? His quad muscles. Holy, do you see that definition?
It's like he's got like 8 of them in there instead of the 4. Like he's got quads on quads.
Oh my god, he out here trying to compete with Chris or something. Holy flick. A teammate.
He could never.
He could never, exactly. Only sometimes. Ew, really? That's disgusting.
That's why she likes it.
Don't speak for me. I also hate it.
Stop speaking entirely, actually.
For the first time ever, I agree with the Wraith. Let's move on, otherwise they'll do this all day. Besides, if I know this crew, and I do, they'll want to show off soon enough.
If we're done playing, let's do something else instead.
Wow, for once I actually agree with the meathead.
I say we go to my yacht. It's the massive boat docked nearby. I'll give everyone a taste of my true luxury and power.
Wraith rolls his eyes.
Don't mind him, he just hates fun and happiness.
No, I hate the endless, desperate, soul-crushing pursuit of wealth, the way it's flaunted needlessly, and the cruelty it engenders. What
That's
about
vague.
hanging out by the pool? I find the water calming, simple, beautiful. Hey, what about our volleyball game? We can exercise and have some fun as a group.
Are you all serious? There's a perfectly good lounge to chill out right here. I'm tired. Besides, I hate being in the sun.
Where do you want to go?
God. Look, I have to follow my heart / Tug's heart, and it's volleyball. It's volleyball. Like I can't. I'm a restless person, so like I can't just like lay on the beach. Like it's volleyball.
It's also what the Huntress wants to do.
It just happens to be that way, okay? It just happens to be that way.
All right, all right, all right. Yo.
I hate that I interrupted your game. You should finish it.
Hey, I love to play outdoors. I also love to meet new people. I also love to bring them home to play.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm sort of a big kid at heart. Obviously, you are too. I like you already. I hate people who are too serious. They ruined everything. Well, they do if you don't handle them swiftly.
Hold on. I told myself for Dwight just then I might do McConaughey for just one moment.
This is Dwight and Claudette, our activities coordinators. Wow, he kind of looks hot. He looks like an anime protagonist.
They really animate Dwight up for sure. Like, I feel like he could just be like in My Hero Academia as like one of the upper level students who just like kind of knows his shit with his quirk.
Oh yeah, or like from Haikyuu or something like.
Oh yeah, with volleyball it makes more sense. Yeah, yes.
Claudette is very perky and like do you see her finger? Do you see that? It's that thing. That's a nice finger.
Uh-huh.
Sorry. Like,
Interesting.
yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, don't apologize. I get what you mean.
They're also the cooks, waiters, bartenders, janitors, and every other job. They're the only help remaining on the island. This place we call Murderer's Island. Cue dramatic musical florist. Oh, damn, the music. It was in the game. None of the others survived. Survived the interview process, I mean. Hence why we shall heretofore... What?
Heretofore is that's weird.
That's weird.
I don't like it.
Heretofore refer to them as the survivors with a capital S. These two have worked here a long time. So very long. I don't actually know how long it's been. Sorry. Anyways, I should probably let White and Claudette do their mandated jobs. They sure look happy, but they're vibrating with a nervous energy that is starting to give me the creeps.
We will now escort the group to the venue of your choosing. However, in the future, we recommend waiting for us to present you with your options whenever possible, and don't just run off to various activities unsupervised. We don't have much autonomy around here. The least you can do is allow us to do our job. The most you can do is help us get off this island. Dwight! Yes, pardon me. Please follow us. Hey, narrator?
Yes, something I can help you with?
Those two, Claudette, Dwight, did they just start to mention something about wanting to escape? Is escape an option? Should I be trying to escape?
Escape? Them? Oh, no. I think you're mistaken.
It seemed like Dwight was asking for help to get off this island, though, quote unquote.
Oh, right. That. Yes, that's true, he was. But he just meant that he wants to get to other vacation island getaway. A couple miles south of here. It has much fancier accommodations than this island. It's one of those big corporate outfits, quite exclusive, where all the famous celebrities hang out. Very luxurious. Doesn't quite have the charm that this island has, though. Trust me, you wouldn't want to go there. With all that money comes a lot of restrictions. This is where you belong. No, off you go. It's time for an activity. On this island, your decisions matter mostly when I agree with them, not like that other island. So, what will it be?
I'll give you a second. Interesting. We'll go volleyball, though. We're playing volleyball.
Yeah, we never got to play volleyball with the lady.
Yeah. Let me sub in, you know?
Sub? Heard. Wow! It's so exciting to have someone else into athletics on this island. Spirit and Wraith are so boring, and the Trapper is so predictable. Relying on brute strength to win games, he has no respect for at all for grace and skill. Thank goodness you didn't choose the yacht. What kind of person wants to be sitting duck in the middle of the open ocean? You're just asking for a sneak attack from an elk.
Exactly, from an elk.
Wondered how long it would take for her to bring up an elk attack. Game's starting up again. Make sure you're watching close. She's really something, huh?
Oh. Elk don't swim.
Live in the forest long enough and you'll see an elk swim. Believe you me. Cheer for me, cute stuff. The killers resumed their place on the volleyball court and resumed the match they were playing before you arrived.
Hey, fancy lemonade, I see you working up a thirst, eyeing those bouncing buns, playing volleyball.
Claudette hands you your lemonade. Ooh, so fresh, so tart. She leans in and whispers in your ear.
Oh. Who would you bet on to win? Who's the MVP of your little heart?
You're nervous. You don't want any of these killers to hear you talking about them, or not talking about them if they're into that sort of thing.
Just pick one, please. Just pick someone, please. It's not like we've got all day, night, week, month, year, lifetime, eternity, or anything.
Who put sand in that guy's shorts? Sheesh.
Okay, I think, mommy, please, on the right, Huntress. Huntress?
Oh shoot! Huntress overheard you! Oh, you've got your eye on me? I'm flattered that you think I'm good, but honestly, I'm a little annoyed that I've been so flashy with my moves. Usually, I'm so sneaky that you can barely see me at all.
Huntress is totally kicking my butt. Correct answer. I'm allowed to support the other people on this island, right? Oh, jeez. I have no idea what the rules are here. Are there even rules? I should have stayed in my secret Larry. My secret Larry.
Staying in his secret Larry. Wow. What a game. It's a tie.
Can there even be a tie in volleyball? No one knows since this is everyone's first time playing.
Oh.
These killers don't usually have time for team sports amid their busy schedule of brutally tearing survivors to shreds. Hey, is Claudette crying?
Are you okay, Claudette?
Probably just shedding a tear for her lost fellow survivors. You know, this resort had 4 employees when it opened.
It's nothing. I'm totally fine.
Whatever you say, boss. Oh, look, the killers have dispersed and are all cooling down in their own way. Spirit is reading a novel. Trapper is stretching sensually in between chainsaw curls. Wraith is standing on the beach, desperately hoping that the sand will swallow him up, and Huntress is doing some target practice with her bloodied hatchet. You feel a nudge. Dwight is looking at you expectantly.
You should really make a move. Life is short. You can get snuffed out any time of day. Carpe diem, carpe diem, carpe now.
Ooh.
Go ahead, chat one of them up.
So, which killer has caught your eye?
I mean, yeah, she's throwing axes, but also I'm kind of curious to see what book Spirit's reading. I don't know. I'm torn. Someone call whoever
Ooh!
sings that song about torn.
I'm being torn apart, Lisa.
Let's go see how target practices with Huntress. You know, it's eyes on the prize.
Predictable. You head over to Huntress. After all, this whole sporty hangout thing was her idea. Might as well see how she's doing.
You were really great out there. Where'd you learn to move like that?
Whose moves? My moves? These moves? They're nothing. Huntress blushes a bit from beneath her mask. It's cute on cute, if you ask me. Sometimes you gotta look past some bloodstains. A lot of men have run for their lives in my presence. You really learn a lot about what the human body is capable of in those types of scenarios. I love to exercise. In a way, we're all running from our lives. We're all running for our lives when we keep in shape.
Guess I've never thought of fitness that way.
Maybe it's time to start. You never know who is coming for you through the
Ayo.
rush. As fast as they can, propelled forward by hunger, desperation, or just plain old boredom. Doesn't seem like boredom is going to be your problem, surrounded by all these characters. Survival, on the other hand? You're going to need to compensate for your lack of a killer instinct. What's your style? Grit or imagination?
Oh. If it's tug, it's grit. If it's me, it's imagination. So I guess we have to go with grit since I'm tug today.
Well, you can, this could be a self-discovery moment for Tug. You know, you can roleplay Tug or you can go truly with what's in your heart. Either way.
Imagination. Imagination.
Yeah?
Imagination. Final answer.
I would say imagination's suitable for Tug as well. You know, he's very imaginative.
He does get creative at points. Yes, that's true. That's true.
Exactly.
What I lack in fitness, I try to make up for in imagination.
I like to make up little games for myself to play. My imagination is very vivid.
Oh my god.
I can imagine the two of us panting, sweating, our clothes torn.
I'm with you.
Our hands gripping the sheer face of a cliff's rock as we climb.
Not exactly where I was going, but sure.
Up to a cavern entrance, a dark cave, slick with dew, simmering in moonlight.
I'm back with you.
A pack of wolves await us there. Friends, enemies, dinner. We look into each other's eyes, then back at the wolves, and together we all howl. Howl, woo, woo.
It sure sounds exciting.
My blood is pumping just thinking about it. Come on, everyone. The fun and games can't already be over. I get it. Volleyball, not ruthless enough. Look at us. We crave action. We crave excitement. We crave the thrill of the hunt. It's time to see if our friend here has the hunter's instinct. I saw you surveying me like prey on the volleyball court, Tug not. Huntress waves a bloody axe in the air and you step back nervously before you realize she's not waving it at you. She's handing it to you.
My time.
Don't worry. I've got several of these. It's important to hone your skills, especially when you're in a new place where threats may lurk around every corner. You need to make sure that you are the biggest threat of all. Just don't aim those things at me. You can't even see me. Minigames consist of 2 parts. On top, a pointer which rotates in a clockwise direction. Oh, frick. And on the bottom, a target you're going to be pointing at. What?
Normally
checks?
I'd be probably like a little upset that I'm not the one actually doing the minigame, but you have much better aim than I do. So this actually works out.
Point and click, not skill checks. Do you know how many skill checks I miss on a regular basis?
Only when like Trickster's trying to kill you.
Fair. Sometimes the target is immediately visible, sometimes it's hidden until the pointer arrives. Press the spacebar to stop the pointer while the target, while it's over the target to win. Fail to land on the target and you will lose. To achieve a perfect success, land on the start of the target area, not the end. Okay, ready to play? Or would you like me to repeat that?
You got this. Ready.
Away we go. Show them what you got. Not bad. Can it go around more than once is my question.
I wonder too on that one. Ah, okay, it does.
Okay.
Cool, cool. Thank goodness.
Perfect.
That's moving so fast.
Yeah, it is. You missed completely.
Oh my. It's
You
so
missed
quick.
completely. Fuck me. God. You
Oh my
missed
God.
completely. Looks like someone was a little distracted. Huh? Oh, right. I'm sorry. I was just staring at the Huntress's gorgeously rippled, glistening arms. Ever been so jealous of a person that it keeps you up at night? Just me? Liar. What's that? A whole target practice minigame came and went? You completely blew it? Looks like her form got the best of both of us.
That's a throwing. Cool, I guess. I like my stabbing to be a bit more up close and personal.
Somewhere a loud horn blows and the survivors snap into action.
Time's up. You heard him. Get to the next activity. Seems like the next activity is mealtime. How quaint. Oh, I hope I get to cook.
You were expecting what? Capture the flag? Do you know how complicated it is to run a game like that? Much more so than sitting and talking. You arrive at the cookout area to find an assortment of picnic tables scattered around. What were you expecting? Some kind of grand hall with a huge banquet table? This ain't some prestigious fantasy epic like you'd find on cable. Dwight and Claudette usher you to your seat, but there's very limited seating directly around you. And, oh great, terrific, it seems that everyone wants to sit next to you. Even better is that they don't want to sit next to certain other people either. To start, no one wants to sit next to Trapper. Meanwhile, he refuses to sit next to Wraith or Trickster.
Wait, what? Trickster? Oh my God, please! Please, please, please!
Fuck, okay. Okay, keep your head in the game, keep your head in the game. We just lost that minigame, so we're on the path to dying, so we need to keep our head in the game, not... no one wants to sit next to Trapper. Trapper refuses to sit next to Wraith or Trickster. Oh yeah, Trickster is here. Surprised? Yeah, well, they don't call him Expectixter. I'm sorry, even I get nervous when around crowds of killers and my whole shtick gets a little flustered. This one's you.
Hey there. You're looking good, Tugnut. Real good.
I hate that he's sliding with Tugnut right now. And we literally can't let Huntress and Trapper sit together. No, seriously, their arms are too big. They can't fit at the table, even if they sit side by side. Look at this, we can't even fit everyone on screen at the same time. You probably think it was an error, but it's not. It was completely intentional. Let that be a lesson to you. Every error you think you see is a choice. Got that? Okay, Dwight and Claudette are directing traffic. You sit on one side, the rest of them will sit opposite of you. Huntress and Trapper can sit at the ends with their enormous, sexy arms.
Now that everyone is seated, we can begin dinner. Tonight's meal is prepared slowly and carefully with both love and hate for 12 hours over a spit. We hope you all enjoy. We really hope you do. Hey, you didn't actually tell us what you're serving. What are we eating? It's meat.
Sparkle.
Sparkle. Seasoned with a specific number of special herbs and spices that we simply can't divulge.
My favorite.
Meat is good. Oh, meat is murder.
Which you'd know considering what you've been up to. Who are you to get judgy now?
I'm just sharing facts, and you need to murder something to eat its meat, so that's, like, technically true?
Well, technically true is the best kind of true.
Okay, enough yapping, let's eat. Hey, Tugnet, you thinking what I'm thinking? It's gonna be a person on that spit, right? Or several parts of overlapping people, perhaps? I haven't seen many pigs wearing palm tree button-down prints, you know? When you look closely at the spit, you spot what definitely appears to be scraps of fabric sandwiched between some of the layers of meat.
I think I might be sick. Is there anything else to eat here? This took 12 hours. And we did literally everything on this island.
Actually, there's one thing you're not doing today. You're not covering up this delectable meal.
Well, he's right for a change, because I am with my broad axe. It's the perfect tool for easily chopping anything in twain.
First, who says twain? Sometimes I swear it's like we're up completely different historical eras. Second, I'll handle this with my cleaver. Fast, powerful, clean. At least it's clean when the meat is cooked. No blood.
You two and your ridiculous bicep swinging contest. Enough. Grow up. Obviously, my gorgeous katana is the only option. Obs.
The hell it is!
Oh, I'll show you both my katana and send you to actual hell if you'd like. Oh my god.
Ma'am.
Yeah.
Please, stop, please. I hate it when we fight. Or talk. Or even when we look at each other in the eye. I can do it. I have the 𝕮𝖒𝖓. Great. Instead of slicing it up, you can club it in the second death. Hey, Tugnut. I know this isn't what you want to eat, but hurry up and volunteer to carve up dinner. Otherwise, this will go on for hours. No hyperbole. They once argued over who had the most effective weapons for 72 straight hours.
Wow.
And it doesn't matter which one does it. When they're done, they will take even longer cleaning their weapon, all while explaining the value in maintaining your tools. Despite being a bunch of cold-blooded killers for some reason, they're always terrified of tetanus.
Very good to clean your tools, folks. Hey, why don't you just let me carve up dinner? Splendid idea. We'd hate for it to get cold. He hated when it got cold. You should have been shirtless the entire time. Here's a machete, freshly sharpened. Good luck.
Thanks. Minigame consists of 2 parts. Yeah, whatever. Whatever. It's like you did so bad on the first one, we need to repeat it.
Ready. Practice. Practice.
Away we go. Slice. Perfect.
Easy.
Not
Go.
bad.
There you go.
Perfect.
Around the money.
So close. You missed completely.
It's close. Bee's dick.
Fuck. You missed completely.
That was pretty good. I'd like to see what you could do with a less clumsy weapon. Yeah, I said it. Machetes are dumb. Hello.
Hi.
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 Howdy.
Howdy.
Dinner is finally served. For real.
The sounds, especially coming from the masked killers while they eat, which involves lifting their masks and shoving food behind them, are nasty. Spirit, meanwhile, doesn't even eat. She's the only one who seems to really be embracing being dead. They're all dead, right? This is obviously hell. I mean,
Come on, we're still trying to be mysterious here. You think mystery comes easy? Claudette and Blight aren't the only ones who've been working their asses off to make this night perfect.
well, at least they're lifting their masks. This is only 99% as disgusting as it could be if they just tried to mash stuff through there.
Spirit, why aren't you hungry? The two best things about being dead is not having to eat. Sorry, what? That's only one thing? Think about it, Tugnut. Number two is no number two. One less thing to think about in the afterlife. If I wanted to eat, I have no idea what would actually follow.
Perfect.
You might have noticed, but I'm mostly just a bunch of dismembered body parts floating in a spectral form. Do you see how deep this cut on my abdomen is? I don't think my digestive tract connects anymore.
Oof. Between the
That's
food and
rough,
the
buddy.
behavior of the group, this might be the worst meal in history. But even worse is that they're all staring at you. You're not eating. They don't like that. I think they want an explanation why. What do you tell them?
Look at that seagull! Wow, you ever see a seagull that big? I haven't. That's incredible. Anyway, what are we talking about?
Lame misdirect.
Yeah, she's right, Tugnut. Pretty lame. On who you are. Never compromise.
Didn't you wash up on this island with no memory of who you are and how you got here?
Yeah, you did. Poor thing.
You have no idea the last time you ate a real meal, and you've been standing in the sun.
But the seagull.
Uh-oh, he just made a lot of good points.
I swear. I swear.
You're beginning to feel lightheaded.
Uh-oh. It waved at me.
Maybe you need to eat to survive here. Either that or someone poisoned you. No, wait, you haven't eaten, so you can't be poisoned. Whatever the answer, you're clearly about to pass out.
Oh, hey, it's me again. Your friend, mentor, and guide, narrator to the narrator, the ocean.
Not sure how I feel about the characterization, but I'll allow it.
I brought you here, and I might be the only one who can help you now. There's only one thing you must do to survive. You have to figure out why you're really here. No one can tell you, not unless you follow the right path, or at least a right path. There's too many things, those to count. Hopefully you can pick at least one of them, because there are even more wrong paths. Many of them lead to your demise. Others lead to something even worse.
Starting scenes over and having fast forward back to where you were, am I right?
For this place holds many secrets, even from itself. But the one that truly matters can only be learned if you answer the most important question. Why are you here? Why are you here? Answer that and you will learn the truth. The ultimate truth.
Vague. Mysterious. I gotta give it up to this ocean character. There's some quality early game storytelling. You wake up to find the Huntress holding your limp body, gingerly pouring cool water into your mouth.
Okay.
Oh, good. You're okay. Sometimes when I try to care for people, they have a way of ending up less alive than when I started. Which would be a total bummer if that happened to you. It's been so long since I had a normal, happy, healthy, living person around. Usually I'm just falling into the same old routine, smashing everyone's heads open with hatchet before I really get to know who they are as a person. But you're not nearly as scared or too busy writhing in pain to see me for me. You feel nervous in her arms, not just because they're maybe crushing you a little bit, but because she's...
Beautiful.
Yes, beautiful. But I was just going to narrate the fact, not, you know, say it out loud as a single word like some creep.
Beautiful mask, your bunny mask. It's quite gorgeous.
Nice recovery! But now that you're awake and talking, you gotta keep this up.
Did you make it yourself?
You're the first person to ask me that. Yes, I did.
You seem so quirky and cool. You could do anything. Own an Etsy store, be a doctor. Why is it that you people?
Huntress sighs. You can practically see the memories flickering across her eyes, but she hasn't tried to kill you yet, so that's a good sign. It's all I was ever taught to do as a young girl, so I thought it was right. Even through the mask, you can see that Huntress is blushing a bit. It seems like your line of questioning has made her a little nervous. Hey, you didn't eat much at dinner. Want a snack? She offers you some jerky, probably human jerky, but her spice game is on point because it smells pretty damn good.
I will accept.
You will accept her meat. Fantastic. When
Yes, I will. Gladly.
When on Murderer's Island, you might as well eat as the killers do. Plus, you are really hungry. And you can chow down on some jerky sensually, right?
Ayo, I'd love some.
Oh my god, the little whale tail is just, like, really good. After a moment of quiet chewing on what you choose to believe is not human thigh meat, you decide to be bold and ask another question.
Have you ever been in a relationship before?
Dang, you're really going there? You do not play around, Tugnut. Huntress takes a moment to think deeply before answering. I must say, it's quite amusing to see this hulking bombshell get all twisted up with these personal questions. Kudos to you, Tugnut. There was this one deer that looked at me quite provocatively and declaring once, but that doesn't count, does it? You hear the faintest of giggles bubble out from behind the Huntress mask.
You're so cute, Huntress. No, it doesn't count.
Whoa, what's this? You found something in the sand. Huntress reaches down to pick it up. It's a hair clip, probably left by some little girl who was playing on the beach long ago, who is definitely still alive and not dead. Huntress closes the bag of jerky with the hair clip. Seems like she's a little mixed up on how exactly this particular item works. Should you go with the flow or show off some of your knowledge of advanced humaning?
Hey, when they frame the ants like that, let's just show her a thing or two.
Oh, it could be cute. You could clip it in her hair.
Yeah. You silly goose.
Uh-oh. You chuckle before reaching for the bag of jerky. You take the barrette off and collect a lock of Huntress's hair. clipping it back into an attractive swoop.
Much better.
Huntress is so happy that you taught her something new about human trinkets. She touches the clip in her hair with a shy smile. Just as things are really heating up, you hear a flurry of footsteps behind you and you quickly spin around, ready to fend off whatever new danger has popped up on this strange island. Only to find that it's Dwight and Claudette sprinting across a beach, clipboards in hands, which they're waving in the air above their heads.
Way to ruin the mood. It's very important that we stick to the itinerary and attend each event as scheduled. Playing sick for cute flirt points was not a part of this evening's activities. That's strictly slotted in for after campfire story time. At this rate, we'll be late. Playing sick? No. I was no time for excuses, all right? Well, there is, but that's scheduled for after what comes after the flirting. Go. All right, let's get a move on.
Once everyone has gathered at the fire pit, Dwight and Claudette quickly make an announcement.
We're not going to blame anyone in particular, but someone, and we're not going to say who, so don't worry, you hasn't been sticking to the schedule. That means that we're behind on time for evening activities. And we'll only have time for one person to share their special spooky nighttime story.
Just one story? But story time is my favorite activity. This is a narrative-heavy experience. You're telling us that only one person gets to share. How will we decide who?
Oh, great. We have to decide as a group? That never goes well.
Whoever did this, step up now. I swear I won't be angry. I'll merely chop your head clean off. No fuss and no muss.
Don't know what muss is, but okay.
No fuss, no muss. Voice trembling, you realize is probably it for you, but you embrace your fate.
Sorry, everyone. I think they're talking about me. To be honest, I still don't understand how this whole schedule thing works. I guess I lost track of time while I was passed out.
Been there before. Even though it's taken some pressure off of me, which is an absolute dream come true, is it really fair to pick on the newbie?
Seriously, has anything here ever happened on schedule even once?
Damn it, Donald! If you try to flex that authority gimmick one more time, so help me, I'll snap your head off so quick, and then I'll drown you in his blood, Cynthia. Fuss and muss are back on, baby. You two know I love to hack, slash, and slice.
We all know you love to kill. It's almost all you care about.
Nobody named any names. Who even knows any names? Not us. I renounce my name. Who's Donald? Who's White? Who even knows anymore? Call me nobody. But we still gotta get started on story time. So, Tugnut, who do you think should go? Ah, damn it, that's a name.
Please pick somebody quickly so that this tropical vacation doesn't turn into a bloodbath.
Spirit. Yeah.
Woo!
I choose you, Spirit.
Woo! Whoa,
Use
whoa.
tackle.
Tackle me, mommy. This entire
Hey, yo.
experience is being carefully crafted to avoid an IP infringement lawsuit. Let's be careful with the catchphrases, will ya?
Really? You want to hear from me?
Spirit huffs and dramatically rolls her eyes as she gets to her feet in front of the campfire. Don't let her talk you out of it. She's great with ghost stories. I don't even know where she gets it, but she comes up with the scariest stuff. Seriously disturbing. Even to me. I literally pulled a guy's skull and spine out once with my bare hands.
Talk about bullshit stories.
If everyone else is going to chit-chat, I guess I can just sit down and...
Huntress's eyes go red behind her mask, and both Trapper and Wraith take a seat. They know when it's worth fighting and when it's not.
Well, I hate to break it to you, but tonight's story isn't scary. It's a romance. Too late now, though. I was selected, and so I'm going to tell my story. I call it... The Prisoner's Kiss.
Oh my god, you goth queen, please. You notice that Huntress and Wraith are both sharing a giant tub of popcorn. Nobody offered you popcorn.
It was a dark summer night. Warm rain seeped from the sky like blood from an old wound. Detective 𝕮𝖓, a celebrated investigator, renowned hostage negotiator, was called to the scene of a strange occurrence, unlike anything she had ever seen before. When she arrived, the scene was chaotic. Crowds had begun to gather. A dozen other officers were doing everything they could to keep curious onlookers away. But how could anyone resist wanting to know more? For there, in the middle of a busy market, had appeared a giant box, strange, alien in its appearance, and massive in its size. It's my dick in a box. No one knew how it got there. Was it delivered? Built on site in such a busy area? How could something like this just appear? A mystery. It was as if conjured by magic. But this, no illusion. The huge box was very real, and someone was trapped inside.
Spirit pauses her story to look from face to face of each audience member. She has no expression, but you feel her vibrating with energy. She's in her element.
Ayo. Help me, cried someone inside the box. It was a man, terrified, trapped, imprisoned, his voice trembling. By now, it was if every detective in the city was there, looking the strange structure up and down, inspecting it on every side. It didn't make sense. There were no doors, no windows, no fasteners or seams. It was completely solid and much too heavy to move by hand.
What's in the box?
What's in the box? Solid, that is, except for a single small slit, just enough to see the bloodshot eyes of the prisoner trapped inside. I don't know what happened. I woke up and here I was. I'm so scared. Please help me, cried the man as if pleading for his life. No stranger to tense situations, Detective 𝕮𝖓 comforted the man. She used her training to calm him and buy time for other investigators. However, time did not bring clarity, only anxiety, as the night dragged on with no progress opening the box. And as the night grew longer, the seeping rain puddling on the ground, the man inside grew more desperate, more sad and lonely, more pathetic, and in need of help. But Detective 𝕮𝖓 was no help at all. Powerless to save him, guilt began to weigh on her like it never had before. Let me die in here, the man begged. Don't let me die alone. Stay calm, instructed Detective 𝕮𝖓. You're not alone. You are not alone. I'm here. Hell, half the town is here. All in this together. And we will let this be the end of your story. Looking through that narrowest of passageways, Detective 𝕮𝖓 watched her own reflection in the tear-filled eyes of this strange, sad prisoner. Together they both wept in silence at the hopelessness of the moment. Promise? Asked the man. Promise I'm not alone? Yes, she promised. I do. A simple pledge. She felt an instant connection like she had never felt before. Not to her family, not to her friends, not to any of the other hostages she had worked so hard to free before. And so, When the man's eyes closed and backed away, it didn't scare Detective 𝕬𝖕𝖕, for she knew he would return. And he did, pressing his lips up to the narrow slit in this horrible puzzle box, repeating his question again, steam flowing from his mouth as he asked, Promise I'm not alone. Yes, she promised, I do. And pressing her palms against the cold outside of the box, without truly knowing why, Detective 𝕬𝖕𝖕 leaned forward and placed her own lips up to the opening, letting her breath creep into this strange structure, allowing her warm lips to fall on this man's. It was a gentle kiss, a moment of compassion. She could feel in this brief contact the beating of her heart, pulsing blood through every inch of her body, matched beat for beat in this soft touch. Thank you, said the man, no trace of fear remaining in his voice, and he backed away into the darkness, disappearing in a single moment of eerie calmness. Get back, yelled an officer, suddenly thrusting himself between Detective 𝕬𝖕𝖕 and the box, breaking a silence that would soon be filled by a cacophony of whirring gears and clicking latches, a symphony of mechanical activity happening all at once. Something had triggered, as if an unseen lever pulled, and the side of the giant box began to slide open. Detective 𝕬𝖕𝖕 gripped her flashlight tightly and pushed forward into the foggy interior of the giant box. Her feet splashed in the puddled rainwater, her heart racing as she swept her light from side to side. And that's when her eyes landed on the man. Or at least landed on what should have been him. There, in the corner of the box, was a pile of pieces, like parts of doll almost pulled apart, or perhaps that's just how Detective 𝕬𝖕𝖕 had to think of him in that moment to survive. A collection of segments, limbs, pieces, disconnected from one another, cleanly severed and placed in a neat little pile. And atop that pile, a head, cold, pale, eyes open, lips an icy blue.
The spirit stares at the fire, her own expression lifeless, her lips blue. Tears fall from her chin and soak into the sand at her feet. You're blown away by the story, and it's safe to say you're not alone. Everyone else is looking into the fire or up at the sky, anywhere but at Spirit. It was you who chose her. You who initiated this harrowing tale. So sad, so creepy, so sensual. She really went into great detail when it came to describing that kiss. Too much detail. And now, no one is sure how to act. Dwight and Claudette are staring daggers at you. You have to do something. This game was supposed to be a lighthearted romp. Please, I said do something.
Blow claps made me laugh. Hug her. Say nothing. Hug her.
You're
Number
gonna
one.
You want to make Huntress jealous.
Maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit.
You stand and without saying anything, approach Spirit, reaching your arms around her for a hug. Her robe, hovering in the air, begins to wrap itself around you and squeeze you into her. It's kind of like being hugged back, but it's also like being tied up. It's certainly not what you expected. Instinctually,
Like
what did you say?
I kind of like it.
Oh, shit. Instinctually, you pull yourself away, but it's an awkward moment and you nearly fall over into the fire. Spirit says nothing and floats away without so much as a goodbye. You, meanwhile, realize everyone had just watched this truly strange interaction from the corners of their eyes. On that note, everyone decides it's time to make a break and split up for a little bit so they can all have a moment alone before bed. Everyone leaves and you're alone by the fire. The only thing you hear is the ocean slowly lapping against the shore. This is nice. A true moment of peace and tranquility that lasts for all 7 seconds because Trickster shows up and he is blaring his latest song.
Hey, baby. You look lonely. Mind if I join you?
He doesn't wait for an answer.
I know you've been hearing from these guppies all day, but I want you to hear something from a fish like me. Something special. Something special those in charge of this island don't want you to hear.
I just noticed this bat is inflatable.
Yeah. So good. I am the ultimate catch on this island, the only lobster in an ocean of sardines. No one can give you what I can. You just have to find me. Come find me, baby.
It's raising these. You're a bit confused about what to make of his cryptic clues, but you aren't going to get any time to yourself to think about them just yet. Spirit approaches you.
You know, I was watching you while I told my story. I could tell it was having an effect on you. This fog that follows me around, I could feel you breathing heavily, taking me in.
You and I are both absolutely flabbergasted at the piece of information. Legit, you learn something new every day, even when you're a god. I mean, a narrator.
You're doing it again right now. You need to calm down. You should come to the hot tub with me.
Dipping in hot tubs with the spirit. You've come a long way in a single day. I'm not saying you shouldn't follow her. An offer like that. Just don't forget our little talk.
Whatever, Ocean, I don't care.
You and your storyteller friend slip into the water. It's just the right temperature for an evening dip. Plus, if some jealous shark comes along and manages to jump from the ocean and into the pool, you're also pretty sure your killer companion could handle it. This is a Fortnite game.
Look, I'm just saying the music they chose for this scene, vibin'.
What's the bunny emote? Is it vibe? Vibe in all caps? Can we get some vibes?
I just want to be totally clear. Even though that story bore some similarities to my life, it was not about me in any way, shape, or form. Not symbolically, not metaphorically, not any other ickily. I believe you completely. Sure, you were cut into pieces in your life, and so was the person in the story. A perfectly normal coincidence. Sure, you're on this island trapped, one might say, in a most puzzling place. Also a completely regular coincidence. And sure, his lips were blue, your lips are blue.
I mean, they kind of look purple.
A little bit, yeah. Really? You'd call this blue? Searching for answers, hoping to find... revenge.
My wife.
Glad we're in the hot tub.
Mhm.
So the similarities stop there, I guess. Coincidences? Sorry, the coincidences. Get this through your head, whoever you are. Samurai blood runs through my veins. Or maybe it was coagulated by now. No need to sweat the details. Regardless, I'm a descendant of noble warriors. Thousands of years of training with bladed weapons preceded my entrance into this world. Do you know how many swords that is? A lot. You've got to figure that with that many sharp edges, a person is bound to get disconnected from a body part here and there. The truth is, and I wouldn't typically share this, so don't go blabbing about it. I dreamt that story, like watching a movie in my sleep when I was just a little girl, years before my father sunk his blade into my skin.
Oh my god, her tear is moving.
Yeah. Is it?
I thought I saw it move.
Oh my god. That's cool if it did. I mean, it was like a one-time move. That's incredible. The blinking is pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I've never been able to shake it. That's a very adult story for a child to dream. Do you believe me? Yes. Got no reason to doubt her. I know we just met, but yeah, I do believe you. The way you told that story clearly came from someplace deep, and I'd like to find how deep that is.
Sorry, that's not what it says.
What? What? Are you sure? Fool! Who taught you to trust a stranger? You're going to get hurt if you don't learn to take better care of yourself.
Now you've got me wondering, do I believe you if you believe her or not? And if I know everything, because trust me, I do know everything, don't I already know the answer to my own question about if I believe your answer to the spirit's question? Whoa. Ocean air got me tripping. You and everyone else in Florida.
Ayo.
Sorry, I didn't mean to distract us both. What's important is that a certain corpsey cutie floating in a cloud of magical mist might still be waiting for you to say the right thing and free her from her puzzle box. If you believe that she is the... Damn it! Got me going again. Unfortunately, before you can follow this conundrum to what will surely be a mind-numbing cycle of new questions, you find a certain someone standing before you with a fresh towel ready to dry you off.
Damn it, you two. Sorry, kids. But it's time for bed. I might be the youngest one here, but I'm no kid. I do, however, love being wrapped up in a fresh, clean towel.
Me too.
Absolutely, especially like when it's like fresh out the dryer or something, so it's nice and warm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Spa towels.
mother used to help. Oh,
Like
my
the
God,
essential
yes.
oils like misted onto it.
I need a spa day.
Yeah. Put it on the
My
throne.
mother used. Yeah, on the throne. Spa day on the throne.
Spa day on the throne.
My mother used to help me wash my hair when I was young. She'd comb out all the tangles and tie a ribbon around it before sending me on my way. I miss her.
You watch as Spirit stares off into the distance, her hand gripping into a tight fist. She doesn't notice you're watching her. At first. When she catches you looking, she turns away, roughly grabs a towel from Dwight, and then pushes him and Claudette aside as she floats off.
Spirit, come back.
Spirit, come back. You can be my mommy. You are a goth girl, and I just want to hold your hand. Spirit, come back. I will let you step on me. I just have a lot of love for you. All right, you head over to the campfire. The heat is comforting on this chilly night. Looking into the crackling embers, you think about Spirit's story, about the prisoner in the puzzle box. If you manage to escape this place, will you leave with your life? Or has it already been taken from you and it's just a matter of time until you make a gruesome discovery? Before you can dwell too much on your fate, Claudette and Dwight arrive, their now familiar creepy smiles stretching from ear to ear. It's a bit menacing to see a smile like that lit by firelight.
We must apologize for the accommodations. We weren't prepared for another guest, but we're going to make you comfortable. Or die trying.
They hand over a pillow and blanket and welcome you to snuggle up by the fire.
Bruh. Perhaps some music will put you at ease? Just try to keep the volume to a minimum. Our other guests aren't the type she'll want to rob of their beauty sleep.
Fuck.
Waking up with sand just everywhere just does not sound ideal. I've been camping on the beach before.
Yep. All right. It's a mini game. Clockwise.
You got this.
What I'll be pointing at. Here comes oh, this here upcoming minigame is a special minigame, perfect for the less coordinated because there is no winning or losing. Well, not technically. Wherever the pointer stops, that's your result. I suppose if it doesn't stop where you want it to, that's a bit like losing, but no one has to know if you don't tell them. Okay, ready to play? Sure.
Ready.
Away we go. As you relax and look into the fire, the radio begins to fuzz and flicker. You examine it and decide that you might adjust the dial and fix it. Oh. Is there a number we want to go for?
I mean, it's on intervals of 2 from 88 to 102. 96 because it's like the reverse 69.
Let's talk about our community.
Let's see what's on the station.
Two major things. First of all, the community is you out there. It's you and everybody else either playing the game or talking about the game or creating content relating to the game or being inspired by the game to write music or to make outfits. It's everybody that's part of what makes Dead by Daylight this amazingly rich and passionate environment. It means groups of people who interact on every single possible social platform in person.
That's nice.
It means people who
It's
play
good.
together. It's even the people who
Listen
play
more,
by
turn it off.
themselves and never talk to anybody.
Let's listen more.
it's important
I
for
feel
us
like
to
if
be
it like
able to
lets us
break it
choose
down
something
and
else,
figure out exactly
maybe,
who
or if we're just gonna
is
keep
part of
listening to the
community
same
and how do
station.
we
I don't know. I'm
listen to them?
curious.
How do we get close enough that we can actually hear what makes them happy, what makes them excited, what
Oh, okay.
worries them,
Which one
all of
next?
this. We need to know about that. So the other part of community for us is the community team. It's our team that we built. Obviously, this was a
90,
very
you
small
know.
thing.
That's what I was
We
thinking
ended up
too.
with pretty much just,
Okay,
Dave
okay.
and Ash.
Let's see what's on the station.
Play spooky music. Oh, I like this.
Kind of sounds like spirit themed.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, this sounds like a lot of my meditation stuff that I do, that I listen to during like rituals and stuff.
Like I feel like it feels quite relaxing. Like it has like a bit of an eerie vibe to it, but it's quite relaxing.
Yeah.
And you get the fire crackling behind it too, just like adds to it.
Yeah, no, it literally sounds like full moon ritual. Meditation beats, binaural beats, frequencies for moon frequencies and stuff. But like without the frequency part.
Love that. Oh.
I like the horn.
Yeah.
Dead by Daylight ritual music. It's like a remix of it.
This is so. I just really like this music.
Great. Should we choose another station? Lawdog said 102.
Yeah, let's do 102. Yeah, let's pick out 102.
Let's see what's on this station.
Okay.
Are these all just like the different themes?
I think so.
Should we try to hit every station?
Yeah, if it'll let us. I'm so curious.
Okay. We did 96, 90, and 102. Let's go clockwise from there. 88?
Yeah. Ooh.
This is my favorite one so far.
Yes.
Is this like Oni music or something?
A little bit.
I think it's more music. I think only the first one was.
Yeah. I like a little bit of a radio community manager chat. That doesn't really have anything to it.
of this one. I don't think I've ever heard this one.
Oh,
Is this a new? Maybe this is part of the new chapters. It sounds like gosh. Kind of reminds me of Blue Oyster Cult or no, one of those older bands.
oh, I'm definitely like, this is like some anime battle music right now that I am vibing to.
Reminds me of like some 80s like synth like rock band.
I can see that a bit. I can see that a bit.
I can't put my finger on it. All right. I think 98 and 100 are the last two.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Oh.
This is my favorite DVD intro.
Oh my god.
What was it? Was this for Resident Evil?
I have no idea. I don't pay attention to the music enough.
Really?
In DVD. To like get totally familiar with it, but this
Gosh,
I feel like I'm ready for some D&D combat right now.
I don't remember which one, what chapter this was associated with, but yeah, this was always my favorite one, and I hated it. It might be the Resident Evil one.
I could see that. Oh, it's so good.
Oh yeah, Monty said we can get in between the things too.
Oh.
Yo, this just speaks to my soul. They were playing at my gym. They were playing A Day to Remember while we were bench pressing, and I was like, "Ooh, baby."
Oh
Okay, let's try and get in between them. That sounds like the clown. I hate that.
Yeah, turn it up a little bit more on my end. Oh. Yeah, it's kind of carnival-esque.
Down memory lane. Behavior's been making games for about 30 years, mostly for other people. Licenses and
Fuck a clown, but don't actually.
and development. But all of us on the team, we have our own stories. And one of those stories
Maybe
we've
give
been
that
wanting to
that
tell
hose
for a long time.
that nose a honk of his. Honk honk.
Fantasy,
Honk, honk.
being a villain in a horror movie.
Down
Way
to
back
clown.
when,
Down to
decades
clown, not
ago,
down with the
people
clown.
were telling us,
Ayo.
horror doesn't sell. I mean, unless you're like the
Ayo.
big ones, like Silent Hill or Resident Evil. But really, don't even try.
So maybe like the in-betweens are more of like the
we tried.
chit-chatting stuff. It's
We
like
didn't give up.
talking about
We released one as a
Yeah, it seems like
DVD behavior.
dev talk and stuff.
Yeah.
Magical.
Listen, I'm sure that it's because these are really, really quiet. I'm sure if you like YouTube it, someone's already done a compilation of all of the dev talks and stuff in there.
Very cool that they've got that in there.
I'm good. I'm good to.
Yeah. Yeah. With some really good music to go through.
No matter how many things you listen to, you still can't sleep. You decide to ask one of the killers to spend a little more time with you until you're sleepier. Who would you like to summon to your side as you lay by the fire?
Oh, this is tough.
So, for those of you who don't know, Twerk is very much on Team Step On Me Mommy with the Huntress, but we did have a sweet little interaction recently with the Spirit.
Oh my god. In a hot tub at that.
In a hot tub.
There's a whole lot of ass in the hot tub. It's late and we can't sleep. I think the clear choice is Huntress because of her lullaby.
I love the
think-
reasoning. 100%.
that's
Vetoed!
Huntress.
Just kidding.
I wouldn't be mad if you vetoed. I'll tell you that. I wouldn't be mad. Okay, I'd be mad about that one.
All right.
Huntress, are you around? I was wondering if I could get a little company.
Company? Huntress appears in an instant. You really didn't hear her coming. She's more than happy to tell you her secret for falling asleep when she's feeling restless.
Oh.
If a Soviet lullaby doesn't work, this special mushroom tea has always done the trick. When I'm not cutting my blade of my hatchet in it to ease the pacing of my victims, I'm steeping it in a piping hot mug of water. Try it. You do. You finally start to feel sleepy. Except, maybe this isn't really a sleepy feeling. Maybe you're paralyzed? You try to keep your eyes open, but you can't. Darkness overtakes you. That dark voice from earlier speaks to you again. It shouldn't still be as spooky. By now, you've had a whole day of strange voices in your head. But this one is still undeniably odd.
You really worked up a sweat watching those killers toss the ball around.
Wish it was my balls. What?
Would it have hurt so much to go splash around in some cool ocean waves afterwards? I'm just saying. I'm out here, you know.
You wake suddenly to see someone looming over you. Wraith stares at you. Awkwardly, he says nothing, just stares. You look around to see if there's something going on behind you or on either side, but nope, just staring. Oh, you're awake. I saw you at the Huntress right before bedtime. Are you making some sort of alliance? Are you with Wraith scans the horizon? Them? I'm just making sure you are who you say you are. I've been burned before, and something seems off on this island since you've arrived. Even more off than usual. Maybe we could talk more about that tomorrow. It's just since you're here, I think we could have a really nice day tomorrow together. It's just you have no idea how long I've been here with these monsters. To be honest, I have no idea either. They're just awful, boring, loud, and stupid. You're different. There's finally someone here on my level. You're thoughtful, interesting, gentle. I think we could, you know, have fun. I could show you some cool stuff if you want. If you don't, that's totally cool. I get it. No pressure. In fact, probably just forget I was here. Good night. Finally alone. For real this time. Maybe you drift off to sleep again. Hopefully you're not poisoned. He's so sweet.
Very. It's interesting that they made him such like a sweet boy.
I know.
Oh, wait, hold up. Hello. This music.
Wait a second. Where are we? This isn't... Oh, geez. It is. It's one of those reality show confessional rooms where all the contestants talk directly to the camera. I was about to say, it feels like we're on The Bachelor in Paradise. I think today went really well. There were some of my first interactions with someone who isn't a parent that I didn't end in bloodshed or untimely perishing in my Russian cottage. So, I'm counting today as a win, no matter what happens. What do you think of a newcomer? Do I have to say? Oh, I do? Okay, attractive, mysterious. I really don't know that many other words since I was raised by my mom in the woods until she was skewered by an elk and I had to wash her entrails off my seraphim. That being said, the other three should make sure to be on their guard. I don't know who this newcomer will want to spend time with tomorrow, but I for one will not let my guard down easily. Who knows about the others? Wraith, I think, knows more than he's letting on about this place, but he's a hard nut to crack. Meanwhile, Spirit is just screaming all the time, Major Buzzkill. Trapper? Oh, where do I even begin with the Trapper? He's buff, sure, but daddy issues much? Sheesh. Look, I don't need anyone. I'm perfectly fine on my own since my mother died. I eat a fine diet of raw deer, bear, and human, and I'm fit as a fiddle. That being said, something about this newcomer makes me think that I might be missing out on some huge part of this thing called life.
Got a little different kind of raw meat to give her. Hey, yo, what?
I hate this.
I'm so sorry. And also, I forgot me now.
No, no, you're fine. Yeah. Got him.
Anywho,
If I'm being honest, I want to kill just about every person I meet within a minute of meeting them. Even the few people I can tolerate, I want to see suffer for a long time before I kill them. But this person, for some reason, I would like them to continue living. For now, one false step in... well, you know, everyone calls me Trapper for a reason. And they better call me Trapper. I swear if I watch this later and you list me as Evan, I'm going to... Oh, the Chiron guy.
I don't really care. This island is full of people who don't really like me, so what's one more? I don't want to get distracted from my plan anyways.
I know that everyone thinks of me as a beautiful, cold-blooded monster. I can't help it. Circulation just isn't my thing. I don't choose to be cold. This cute hat and robe, okay? Those are a choice. Sure, I'll warm her up.
So you throw me off when you add things. It's fantastic. I love it. Greg, yes, the Bane voice is inspired for Trapper.
Someone to come around and capture my heart. At least that beats being stabbed in it. Yeah, it's true. Besides, if I'm gonna get bloody revenge on a society that's used me and thrown me away, maybe it wouldn't hurt to have a little help.
Wow. Oh my god. I'm gonna play this again by myself and romance the fuck out of her because I am in love with her.